What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video. And today we're talking about something extremely important to me, something that touches my soul, something that most people love to hear about, and that's WWE Champions. That's right, it's been a while. Good Lord, it's been almost like a month and a half since I made one of these videos reporting out on Phil's WWE Champions spending. As far as we know, he's still playing the game. He's playing it every day, but he's probably not playing or spending enough money where it kind of registers, which is very interesting. Last we spoke, I believe the last video I made was sometime in July, where he dropped about 800 bucks from some event, and he's been mighty quiet. I mean, it's today, what, September 1st? TJ Gamebox on Twitter reported out that on August 30th he was playing and he was spending some money. He actually made it on the leaderboard. That's right. According to TJ Gamebox, and of course this is a guesstimate, but you know, pretty much TJ's kind of on the nail. He hasn't posted anything else after this, but he stated that he believes Phil spent $659. Now this was the 30th. This was, let's see, September 1st. This was Saturday. Okay, so he was spending this money on Saturday on the day off. So instead of course, hanging out with Soulmate and, you know, having meaningful time and meaningful conversations with her, he was probably sitting on the couch pulling them Hogans while she played Skyrim for the 1000th time. I'm guessing that's what it is. So you guys know every time when Phil does his day off segment, it's pretty much the same thing. He went grocery shopping, to the dump, to the pet store. He came back home. Kat was playing something on her Xbox Series X, and Phil's ordered DoorDash, and of course he fires up WWE Champions. And last Saturday was no different. Of course, last Saturday was no different. Let me just make sure. Today's the 2nd. Yesterday was the 1st. Yes, Saturday was the 30th, which is what was his day off. So yeah, so again, this is an estimate, but it's 659. There wasn't anything out there. There was no tournaments or anything. Phil did manage to place 34th. So I know that he tries to rank 4th, but at least he has the 4 there. So he was ranked 34th. And there's nothing here specific on what he was playing for. I don't think there was a contest or anything. He was just pulling the Hogans because he was bored. That's right. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he had Japanese food or something, and it didn't agree with his stomach, and he was in the bathroom dropping bombs all day. So there was nothing for him to do on the toilet. So he fired up the Hogans. Maybe that's the reason why he pulled. I'm not sure. But yeah, 659. And like I said, it's been a while since I've reported out any, meaningful spending on this game. But I'm trying to think what may have happened. Was he coping? Did he get his paycheck? I think the paycheck comes in on Tuesday, so maybe he just had a little bit of extra money. I'm not sure. I think he's been purposely really trying to cut back on WWE Champions ever since the money has kind of dried up, especially this summer. And it's difficult. I'm not gonna make fun here, because I know that addictions are difficult to break, no matter how regarded they may be, like a gambling addiction on a mobile game. But still, an addiction is an addiction. It works the same way. It works just like alcohol or anything else. It's boring and stupid and kind of pointless, but still, an addiction is an addiction, and it's very hard to break. And it seems like Phil tries his best, and he just eventually comes back. That calling, those whispers in his brain, wanting that dopamine fix, was hit hard. And since he really has nothing else going for him, what does the guy have? He doesn't keep busy with anything. Like if he had friends, if he had a hobby, if he did something interesting, if he spent real meaningful time with his wife, maybe they go, both get gym memberships and go to the fucking gym a couple times a week, then maybe he won't be bored and be lured into playing those games. Because a lot of times that's what gets you when you're an addict. A lot of times what gets you is when you're alone and bored and got nothing better to do. Like I know for myself, when I'm hungry or when I feel like I want to binge on something, it's typically when I got nothing better to do. I'm bored, I'm sitting around watching TV, there's nothing else going on, and I want to munch on something. So Doody gets up, he goes outside, he takes a walk, he does something fun and interesting, to get his mind off of it, and it helps. It does, it really does. All right, so anyway, let's go to the spreadsheet I reported out here, keeping track of it. So far for 2025, I mean, we did hit a low. So back in May, Phil was spending a lot of cash. January to May, he was spending a good deal every month on WWE Champions. And then June came around, and we know that's when he had to take, I think, the week off. Well, the week off, I think, was July. It was either June. I think it was June. The week off was June or something like that. Money slowed up, of course, and then, of course, he started spending less on on the game. So in June alone, he only spent 14.15. May too, he only spent 13.65 in May, right? April was the biggest significant, was the last big significant money drop that he did, which was about almost $6,000 on WWE Champion. Um, so in June he spent 14.15. July, which is the last time we've recorded any meaningful money that he spent on the game, that was 792. And then, of course, this Saturday on his day off, he spent 659. So far for 2025, Phil has managed to waste $20,320 on this mobile game. Now, I know we had speculated that maybe he was close to hitting 40K this year. That we're not getting 40K. I mean, we only have September, October, November. We have 4 months of this year. So if he keeps at this pace, we might get another 3 or 4 grand that he throws into this game, unless of course drama happens, problems happen. He's looking into maybe collabing with Local Live. We know how that's going to turn out, and it's just not going to be a good time for Phil. So maybe the depression and the drama and the stress will make him start pooling more, but at this point we just don't know. So yeah, 20,320, and I got nothing to show for it. And by the way, folks, don't forget the toilet's still broken, and Phil's still living in that disastrous house. That house that has more broken appliances than than anyone else. I mean, it's bad. I mean, God. Can you imagine what he could do with $20,000? He could have replaced every single appliance in his house for 20K. He could have, if he was smart, he could have gotten his bathroom and his kitchen remodeled for about 20K. If he would have been frugal about it and shopped around and piecemealed the work, he could have took that 20K and remodeled both his kitchen and his bathroom, his biggest asset. But yet, no, he rather flounder this money and waste it on Hogan pools. That's right. Hulk Hogan is more important than living in a sanitary home, but it is what it is. All right, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If we get any more news on this, I'll make sure to publish it. So big ups to TGG Gamebox for keep still reporting this. And I know it's kind of low on the totem pole. Not too many people really care too much about WWE Champions. It's still a meme, but I like holding Phil accountable. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.